I'm saying Homeland TV.
This is the Homeland TV online. My name is Roland Perry. I'm here in Philadelphia. We are in conversation with some Liberian citizens who are in the U.S. and they have come out here tonight to just sit around to talk about their country and how they feel about, what is going on.
You guys are all welcome. Thank you. At least you guys all came here to promote the Homeland TV. So, y'all, thank you very much. Enjoy the forum. Thank you, guys.
Gentlemen, welcome to this interview. The topic is Liberia is at 179 years old, and we are asking, is Liberia moving forward or standing still?
When we look at Liberia for the past years, let's say since 1980 coming up war, Liberia has been standing still. 3 years ago, we had a president who was very, very instrumental.
You're talking about George Weah.
George Weah. He was very well. He got the country from where it was, and then we saw him building park, around Moravia, building roads, something that was never done in more than 176 years. He was doing those things. And then people felt like he wasn't doing much.
So you think Liberia was on the right path?
He was on the right path.
Liberian people disagree and they voted him out.
Because of propaganda and lies. Now, because of those lies, people thought the new government, led by President Joseph Walker, was going to do much.
Is he not doing much?
Did you watch the news today? With Spoon TV. The president went to Gorbachev market to dedicate what? A latrine.
But that's a good project. Don't you think so?
Have you seen or state mayor of this city to go to a park to dedicate a latrine?
This is a more developed country. In Gorbachev market, they got hundreds of thousands of people who do not have access to those facilities. Don't you think it was right for the president to put that in?
When George Weah was building park, people said that park will eat. Now, those park have latrines, public latrines. Now, we didn't value it. We have a president now going to dedicate only latrine. We want us to be happy for only the latrine. So you see how we're going down, going backward instead of progressing.
What can the government of Liberia do now to move the country forward?
President Walker need to follow the path of George Weah.
Such as
building hospital, sending doctors to specialize in the areas of medicine.
Mr. Walker came to power, the country has retrogressed, and you can see it from every spectrum of our society.
Are you being political or you are speaking for facts?
Let's take a broad strokes on the issue of national security. The country right now has been polarized with drugs. Liberia is considered as a narco state. You aware of that?
Who said that?
It's all the international news are carrying that. Well, the first time in the history of our country to experience the number of drugs that we have experienced. The entire national security has been compromised, ranging from NSA, DA. The issue of road, President Weah have already laid the foundation. The foundation of every road concession, every road that is ongoing in the country. It was through the instrumentality, the auspices of President George Manuel Weah. There's no road, there's not a single road that have been a contract that was agreed upon, ratified by the national legislature, approved and implemented by this government. Use that the Unity Party have not done no role under the government. Senator, I told you that the Mandina and Robertsport road, that funding was available under George Manuel.
Disagree with them.
No. The government have never disagreed. What the government is doing is extension of the road.
Are we making progress in education?
Yeah, when under President Weah, education, the foundations of our country was basically tremendous. And we have provided the opportunity for Liberian people to send their children to school. When President Weah insinuated the presidency, he said the first thing is that we'll take the burden of wife on all of our parents. All authority of the university have dismally performed. Mr. Walker and the Unity Party government have never demonstrated the fair share of the university authority and the university student opportunity as Mr. George Weah from OFA. That is the faculty of the University of Liberia have declared the president of the University of Liberia, President Walker. That is, they had no confidence in us. If you read the budget line, it will tell you that President Weah incrementally increased the university budget than any other president. It is up to Mr. Walker and the Unity Party and Dr. McQuine to maintain that path, that trajectory. But what they are doing now, they are retrogressing the university campus to a decimal. And the Unity Party and Mr. Walker have decimal feel. Our Liberian children are disinterested in going to school. Look at it right. The Unity Party cannot govern the state. They must leave. They must exit the corridor.
Thank you, President. We can become president in Liberia again.
President Weah is on the way to the executive mansion. You have seen that. President Weah will overwhelmingly win this elections. During President Weah election, he won 14 out of 15. This coming election, he's going to win the entire country.
Thank you very much.
Stephen Liberia speaking. For me, I'm not a politician, I'm a soldier.
Okay.
Well, as I'm looking at Liberia right now, it's 10 times better than your Weah administration.
Why you say?
I'm looking at development. Red prices are down, gasoline is down, roads are normal. People travel every day, transportation are low, and they have better environment for Liberian people. I'm not in Liberia, but I follow. There are people from the rural areas showing video that are convinced that the government is doing well.
What do you think they can do to make it better?
They are doing it already. The yellow machine are already over, right?
So the yellow machine, you think they're going to open the country?
Of course. The yellow machine is the one that does the job. When the yellow machine there, road will be built and there will be better movement. My point of view here is the government is doing perfectly well as a percent. And I see better improvement. Why Joe Weah lose the election? He was doing good. Why he lose the election?
But he's coming back.
It's not possible.
You can't win Joseph Boga?
Joe Weah came in the first place. Joe Weah losing Thomas Fala and the other guy. Where Joe Weah going to get lover from? Nimba or other area. Joe Weah can never come back. But when it comes to presidency, and that Joe Weah area, let the little poor boy let him enjoy his resources. Let Joe Weah go somewhere and relax and chill. He can't get nobody else to be sent better, but Joe Weah.
You want Joseph Boga to continue?
He will.
Okay. Thank you very much.
He will win the coming election.
Liberians are speaking. They are expressing themselves. And this is the Homeland TV. We are here to provide this platform to all Liberians who want to discuss about their country and where they live. So yes, guest here, Mr. Thomas Gibley. Liberia is 179 years old. Is the country moving forward or standing still?
Thanks to Homeland TV, I want to focus on the topic at hand. Is Liberia going forward or is it standing still? And I'm not going to speak from any political point of view. I'm an independent. The problem in Liberia is decentralization.
Okay.
Everything is packed in Morovia town.
You think the government should tackle decentralization?
This has been my point of view since I was at the University of Liberia when I was 20 years old. We spoke about these things. Nobody want to listen because they want to consolidate power to one spot where they don't have to worry about people back there.
Government has said that they brought in those yellow machines to open up the country, making sure that, goods and services can flow and then the government can be taken back to the people. What do you think about that?
It's a very good idea. Some have done well. Some feel out miserably. The current government in Liberia, I think they're doing the best they can. Must commend the government for the little efforts they are making. They are taking care of the roads. I see that on social media. Second of all, he's doing a lot of things. You see the kind of construction is going on in Monrovia, but it's concentrated there. Well, you can take some kind of industrial place, and make the headquarters. Yes, and that's the thing that bothers me most. Currently, we are moving forward gradually, even with a snail pace.
Okay.
But at least we're doing something.
Okay.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm Joshua Watts. No, I go by the name of Last.
So is Liberia moving forward or standing still?
Liberia always been moving forward. All depends on how accelerated our development being. And you look at our countries from when it was founded, and we had development. We had development in Cape Monserrato, and gradually other counties were founded. Lofa, Nimba, Grand Gita, they all came out in 1964. So it took time. So all depends on, how we accelerate our developmental process. And, sometimes it means slow and sometimes it means fast. All depends on, the support of the government. In the 70s, right? We had accelerated development uninterrupted. Education, a little bit of road construction. Human mentality, how people get transform their intelligence, their thought process. We were gradually transforming until we had a situation of the rice riots. Then came the coup. When Doe came, he also accelerated development. You also look at the roads. Look at the Bamagida Highway. Look at some of the schools.
Are we on a faster pace now, or are we still moving at a slow pace?
I think we do actually making progress.
Okay.
Progress always being made.
What about education?
If you look at the universities and high schools and primary schools we have in our country, other countries that are close by don't even have it. Look at how solid the education systems are. That's the problem. What is the cadet program that we have that will institute into these children to continue going to school? Highest population in our country is the youth from between 18 to 35. It's about 60% of our country population. What is our target for these people? Because these people definitely will consume leadership tomorrow. How many of them will be in a position to transform our country tomorrow when there's no George Weah, there's no Joseph Walker, there's no Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, where will Liberia be tomorrow? That is our problem. These people should be our target. But if we can be able to limit corruption, and our strategy will be high on development in different areas, on water development, electricity development, social capacity building, and the economic development, it will help our country. I think we should invite people from the opposition. Everybody have some ideas, right?
Political people.
Opposition, political people, because if you just look at politics, the people within politics also are smart people, are educated people, they are technocrats.
Okay.
The party comments that our country is the only thing we have. I don't care what part of the world you go to, people all look at you different. You can work, you can be the most educated person in any sector in another country. There will be an identity that will identify you as a Liberian. We should love what we have. We should continue to contribute to what we have. We can have our political differences. For me, I'm a George Weah person.
You want George Weah to come back?
Interestingly, yes.
You think he can do better than what he did in the first term?
I think that the experience will be better than before because the first experience as a president was the learning capacity, learning process.
So he learned on the job?
I think everybody learns on job. If you want basic analysis on how many persons are going to vote and George Weah will not win or Joseph Barker will not win, then I mean your homework has been done.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As president of a sport organization, I don't like to dive into Liberian politics for now because I'm dealing with people from diverse backgrounds. So I like to play a neutral role. So I listen. Do I got my side in politics, but I'm not going to be too expressive on camera.
Yeah.
So I want to say, keep on the good work, and we all observing Liberia progress, whether in making progress from which political party we are looking as Liberian, but I want to say, let us be united. Liberia is all we have, though we are in a foreign country, but I wish all the politicians in Liberia well, and they are all my friends. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
My name is Wantu Major Jr. My father is H. Wantu Major Sr. from the Inquirer newspaper, 100 cartoonist. Liberia will always progress. The country is developing. But whether it develop gradually, whether it develop rapidly, Liberia will always develop. But I want to say this. I heard the vice president saying the other time, Liberia is guided by God. There is no security at the border. So I don't know if it came from the vice president himself or he said when you go to the border, there's no immigration, there's no security there. This country will just be guided by God.
It's true.
Then it raised concern to me. If the second man in command, this vice president, we get on national TV and said Liberia is only guided by God, I have a problem.
Don't you think the vice president was speaking about, those porous border points we have in the country that are not being manned by security?
I live in the U.S.
Okay.
I have my business in Liberia. Go to Liberia once or twice a year.
Okay.
I think Liberia moving gradually.
Okay.
I live on the Jibble Road Belt when I go there, and there was never a night when armed robbers came to my house and stuff like that. I did not experience anything negative.
Okay. So what do you think the government can do to make Liberia better?
We need to bend our water. We need to get rid of the drugs. Improve the educational system. We got to go back to work. Get back to the soil. You can't be in Kidman and come into Douala Market to buy cassava.
Why you mention Kidman, you know I'm from Kidman?
Well, Kidman is closer to Monserrato. Okay. Moving forward, Liberia is what we have. Let us unite. Let us make it better. I'm hoping and praying that Joseph Walker-led government will do better.
Et les sur online plateforme that you need to know.